Okay. So jumping right in. On the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Earth. 10 of Earth is about the very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things in life. This is really about having it going on, having a nice, solid, happy home life. This is about having material well-being. Doesn't mean we're all Rockefeller rich, but it just means that we have enough and we don't have to worry that we're going to eat tomorrow. We don't have to worry that there's a huge gaping hole in our roof. Now, God forbid somebody actually did have an issue with the roof today, but you get the point. We got it. It's going to be all right. Material well-being and success. And, the good thing about that is that gives us enough stability and security that we can move on to pursue some other things, take risks, develop things, identify new goals and projects with some measure of comfort to know that we are going to eat the next day, take care of our basic survival. Okay, so the energy that you find yourself in right now is Queen of Fire. Queen of Fire, this could be you, Leo. Then again, could be an Aries or a Sagittarius, some kind of fellow fire sign. But this is a person who is confident, warm, intelligent, and graceful. This is somebody who knows how to take her passion or his passion and manifest it into something, putting passion into action, as it were, right? This is not somebody who just talks about somebody. They actually take steps to accomplish it. Right? Just like fire needs some kind of a fuel, it needs wood, which is an earth element, right? Queen of Fire knows how to make use of earth element to get things done. So there may be these passionate ideas and thoughts and a desire to make things happen, to make changes. They also know how to use the physical plane to make that happen, as evidenced by the 10 of Earth card, which we just saw, the Happy Family card, the 10 of Pentacles, right? Now, if this is not a person, if this is a situation, the keynotes at the bottom are stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself and assert your independence and creativity. And this is really about having it going on. You're getting into your groove. Things are going to be looking up for the next 2 weeks. Like, I know a lot of Leos have been going through some big transformations. They've had some recent changes and some new starts. There was some stagnation that was going on last month. And then finally, the wheels started turning and situations started moving. And now you're going to be getting your groove on. So this is really, really good. Now, 8 of Fire indicates there's a lot of movement, a lot of things going on very quickly. Very quickly. Do you feel capable of handling it and rolling with it? The more you identify with this Queen of Fire energy, or King of Fire if you're picky, this is about you being able to kind of roll with the punches, take it as it's coming, deal with communications, emails, travel, anything that puts you into contact with a lot of persons, a lot of ideas, a lot of fast-moving energy, and being able to handle that. But this is telling me that you're equipped to deal with it, that you can handle this. I hate to say you got this. Okay, right. I work in a drug and alcohol rehab, a hospital. And every time somebody says, I got this, I cringe. Because how often does that happen? And then sure enough, 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years later, I see that person walk right back in that door, because they need another stint in rehab, or you read their obituary, God forbid. So I hate to say I got this. It's a jinx, but you do got this. All right. This is in your, this freak show here is in your wheelhouse. It's not actually a freak show, right? When there's a lot of stuff coming at you, it's easy to say that. But, you really do, you're going to be fine, right? Now this is on your mind, right? There may be some worries that are from an ego basis, maybe insecurities, fears. There's a part of you that may think that you don't got this. Yes, forgive me the bad grammar, okay? We're over it. But this is about you talking yourself off of your throne. Why? Right? Why? This ain't your first rodeo. It ain't your first show. You got this. You don't need to focus on the negativity of that. Don't be a perfectionist. Right? Don't focus on negativity and so on. Be yourself. Take off that mask and just say, look, I'm going to make mistakes. Right? I'm going to louse things up. So be it. Every person alive or who's ever lived has loused things up before. We all do. We screw things up. and it's going to be okay. The earth will not cease to turn if you make a mistake tomorrow at some aspect of your job this coming week or whatever. Now, foundation, 7 of earth is about having planted seeds. This can indicate a temporary pause, but also unnecessary worry about something. 7 of earth in other decks, the 7 of pentacles. You see a person, they've got I think it's a hoe or a rake, I forget which. And there's a vine that's growing these pentacles. It kind of look like huge wine grapes or some stuff. But it's really about having done the work and now sitting back and waiting to reap the harvest of that action. So this is indicating some kind of pause, even though it's not going to be for a long time, because this is going to come in lightning fast. So there's that. So understand you've done the work, you've planted the seeds, it is going to be coming in for you, whatever this is. So be very careful that in this delay period, when you have a little mental downtime, that you don't mentally talk down all the time, right? Okay. Be careful about your self-talk, because you can talk yourself up or down, in or out of any kind of a mood or what have you, and you don't want to pee in your own Wheaties and then try to eat it. That was gross. I'm unnecessarily probably. I'm sorry. I'm a weirdo. It's what it is. Now, in your recent past, you did have some sadness, a need to heal something, a need to forgive yourself or other people. So there was some level of emotional pain. For some of you, you could have been betrayed or cheated. This could have been a third-party situation. This could have been a parent of a child whose spouse looked away. Their baby mama, baby daddy, husband, wife, whatever, looked away and stepped out. Or it could simply be any issue that is heart chakra based, right? That's going to be self-love, self-care, self-importance, self-worth. I am good enough. I am enough. These type of issues, anytime we struggle with those type of issues, that can be rooted in our heart chakra and need serious clearing. So this may play into some of this ego over here. You may be thinking, well, things are going good now, but things have always loused up before. Things have always gone wrong, and I'm just waiting for that other shoe to drop. Don't manifest that, because a lot of times how we talk to ourselves is exactly what we're going to wind up manifesting. You could walk around with a little rain cloud over your head and not even realize it. And other people pick on that, especially people that might not be of good character. And they want to see you fail. They want to see you suffer, and they don't care. It doesn't have to be like that. So just hang tight and know you'll be okay. But check that. And be sure that you're laughing at yourself too when you do make a mistake. Because it's okay to do. It's not that serious, right? Unless it is serious, it's probably not that serious. This doesn't seem to me like a big, I want to say conflict as in a crisis. This doesn't feel like a crisis. This just feels like a person having a dialogue with the parts of themselves that they want to divorce themselves from. And for some of you, if it is a more serious issue than that, there still is that place of don't berate yourself. Like if this is for you, somebody stepping out, cheating, divorce, or heartbreak from somebody not stepping up to the plate, somebody not being a right guy or a right gal, don't berate yourself for that. Don't talk down to yourself. Don't never find anybody else again, or don't talk to yourself in that way, or don't own their stuff. You'll know what's yours. You're not stupid. You're wise. You will know what is yours. You will know what is not yours, and be very careful on that. But be sure that you're not focusing on unimportant things. And by unimportant things, I mean worrying about things that may never, ever happen. Anxiety is living in the future, right? Depression is living in the past. We just have to focus on this now moment and live for today. And if today is too big, break it down into the millisecond that you're in right now. How do I get through the next 2 seconds alive? How can I distract myself? What kind of behaviors can I do to get myself through that? Because you really are. Even if this person is not you, this Queen of Fire, and I suspect for a lot of you it is, this is still somebody who's going to help you. This is really helpful energy. It's benevolent. Now, future, this is in the near future. We see the star. And the star is about guidance. It's about hoping. It's about prayer. It's about prayer being answered. This angel is delivering the waters of life for you. You know, there's a lot of metaphor about water in the Bible, for example, and about water and how we thirst for knowledge. We thirst for connection with our Creator, our source, for God, for truth, for wisdom, for the light, for love, right? All of this. You prayed, I want to say on a star, not necessarily literally on a star, but certainly heaven is providing this for you. They're bringing this heavenly water down to the earth for your nourishment. That is your physical and spiritual nourishment. The star is guiding you. When you don't know where you're going, the star is guiding you. It's helping you to navigate through landscapes that may be unfamiliar to you. There's a reason that you're here, Leo. There's a reason you're here. There's something that you're born to do, and there's something that you're working on. There's a project, and it's important. Every person is important. Everyone matters. It may not feel that way sometimes when we're feeling kind of alone or whatever, but every person matters. People come in and out of our lives, and you don't know what's coming up ahead, but this star is here to guide you to your next best destinations and here to keep you, making sure that you're hitting all the points that you're supposed to in your life contract, whatever it was that you agreed to do or that you were here to learn when you came here. This awakening card really encapsulates the whole thing we just been talking about, right? This idea of looking at things from a different perspective, not tripping yourself up. And this came up for Cancer too. You may want to watch Cancer for that reason. But this has to do with not talking yourself out of things based on insecurity, not worrying about what other people think in a sense, right? This ego energy feels a little bit different in the Cancer read than it did in here, but it's important because this is about taking a new perspective, not living in your past where people hurt you and you had some level of insecurity. This has more to do with, in looking at it from a different perspective, you can see, oh, maybe I don't need to take that personally. It's not about me, right? Maybe I can just sort of let go of that and be okay with, what if I screw up? If I laugh with the class, then they don't have a power over me or whatever. I'm assuming you're a teacher or a lecturer. No, of course you're not, maybe. You know, in that example, right? This is about you taking care of that and thinking your way into a new direction. Again, it's kind of this you got it thing. And this 7 of Earth, which one of these keynotes, unnecessary worry. And if it weren't printed on the card, I probably wouldn't have gone there for it. But it really stuck out for me. You know, because I'm thinking of this as harvest. But it is true. We do reap what we sow. And when you relax and allow yourself this new awakened message, this you're leveling up in your spiritual journey. You're evolving in that journey. Now, awakening can also be about some new experience that you've never experienced before. Look at this, right? I've got this in your environment right here, the King of Fire. So the energy you're operating in is Queen of Fire, and your environment is the King of Fire. Either you're coming off as King of Fire, you're very stable, balanced in all these different ways, or for some of you, this could be a love thing. That star card is about twin flame or soulmate relationship. These are a match for one another. Some of you Leos are going to be meeting somebody very, very special. And it's been a long time in the making, and there's been a lot of prayer with that. Let go of your ego fears, because this may awaken in you a new relationship that you didn't know even was possible. And that's an awakening. It's almost like having a falling in love for the first time experience. For some of you, it may feel like that. Like, I have never known love before because I haven't been in love with this person, or I didn't know you existed. It's random. I'm thinking of this jazz song right now. It's Duke Ellington. I have a version of it where Ella Fitzgerald's singing it. I can't think of the name, but it's along those lines. Oh man, the melody's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Anyway, it's on the Ella Fitzgerald Sings Duke Ellington Songbook album. The song is called Sentimental Lady in the instrumental version, but it's called something else when it has lyrics. Don't confuse it with Sophisticated Lady. It's Sentimental Lady, Duke Ellington, Ella Fitzgerald. It's hauntingly beautiful. Anyway, I don't know where I'm going, but I know that I will get there, right? And that's the star. You may have prayed for somebody special to come in. This looks like that person's coming in and they're going to balance you. They're not going to be off-put by your passion energy or whatever. They're going to relate with it and they're going to like it. It's going to feel like a rebirth because you're connecting with somebody in a very meaningful way. 2 of fire. This is new partnerships or contracts. Continuing to move forward, coming into your own. Right? There can be a scary feeling that can come with that. This position is hopes and fears. You're hoping to find that equal. The 2, the balance, getting one another, like understanding one another, respecting one another, equality in a partnership. New partnerships or contracts. Think about a marriage as a contract, isn't it? The final outcome card here is the Sun, the happiest card in the deck. The Sun being the planetary ruler of Leo, you should be to home here, right? You should be at home in this position here. Amazing. Note that the star and the sun are so closely related. We see the star at night, we see the sun in the daytime. The sun is our closest star, but they're basically the same thing. But this sun is so close that it gives us our light, our warmth, our seasons, our days. Everything that we have is built on the fact of the sun, our biorhythms. This star is guiding us someplace where we don't know where we're going, but it brightens up the night sky and it provides something that we've been lacking, that we've been wanting. The sun warms us and contributes to our growth. These, like the King of Fire and the Queen of Fire energy, just seem like such a match. This is like soulmate or twin flame energy with the star and the sun together. Both of these represent your future. This was your final outcome card. Happiness and joy and just really bringing forth the light. You checking your ego, tapping back into what it is that makes you unique and special and finding out what it is and bringing that forth. And the star is about receiving blessings. Here you're spreading it out, you're radiating it outward, and here you're receiving it. It's a yin-yang polarity balance. And it leads to this unreal awakening. This is such a leveling up. Like, I'm trying not to cry reading these cards, like no lie. This is beautiful. Just beautiful. And of course, in an earthly relationship, that leads us back to our 10 of Earth. About stability. Because there's something that the two of you are able to do together to bring forward health and healing and well-being, positivity, love, teaching other people about what is capable and what is not. People can learn from your example, Leo. But it's not about, I'm all that in a bag of chips ego, right? It's not about that. It's really about lining up with your soul's purpose here. Oh, wonderful. You'll see why. Give me just a sec to open the book. I feel like there should be a drum roll almost, right? Because I'm sort of teasing you. I don't mean to. Blessings. And look at this. It's a night sky and look at the stars. And it's winter. And look at the rose petals are sprinkling. There's a church. Blessings. This is a Christmas angel scene. This is unreal. And here we are coming up on Christmas. And we have the star over here and the sun over there and blessings. God and the angels are helping you right now. Continue to ask for their help and then accept it when it comes. And it always does. The angels want you to know that you have extra blessings around you right now. Perhaps you have recently experienced some challenges, or maybe you are currently asking for extra help. Either way, the angels surround you now with more divine love than ever. Additional angels are with you, giving you an added cushion of love and light. Sometimes you may feel as if God and the angels have abandoned you. This card seeks to remind you that they are not gone and that they cannot leave you ever. It is only our fear that makes us blind and mute to the presence of our angels. Yet your angels can lift away your fears if you will ask and then let them. You are truly blessed and very, very loved by God and the angels. I mean, I have chills reading this. Like, my heart chakra is exploding open right now. This completely resonates on so many levels. Like, I'm very moved by this energy. I think that a lot of you guys have really been, I want to say going through the motions, but it seems like I keep saying that all over the place. Really, that so many of you were going through so much struggle, like this last summer and in the fall, and just really trying to connect and find your place, and just feeling exhausted and beaten down by life and everything. And you rode through it. It's like you went through this horrible test and you're being rewarded. And now it's like the sigh of relief, and you're exhaling and letting all of that, just releasing all of that crap. And they're here to give you extra support in that, because when you are operating on that high level of energy and that stress meter, it can be exhausting and almost feel like a adrenaline crash when you finally are done running the gauntlet. So celebrate this time, because this is a very positive time and you are moving into that sun. Let's not forget that sun is about hope and receiving blessings, right? Growth and healing and happiness.